One TV special report.
12 o'clock.
12
So,
lang.
mas maayo
Noted.
siguro 12 o'clock dayon dungan tatanan
Okay.
para aron happy all.
Yeah, I was just listening to others nga basig dalawang ma-delay ang flight sa
Sa Cebu.
12. So, mas guwapo earlier at 7. Pero it's okay if we have 12. Anyway, the program started 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, naman siya. Another thing, ang atong kami nga mo uli December 6 sa December 5
Personal funds.
wala ta na hotel.
Wala na. We
So-
will be using our personal.
So we should have our honorarium should be full. Kaya wala man na hotel, our honorarium should be full. Kaya I advise
Yes.
the passenger sa atong travel nga gihap niya. I told them here nga wala man may hotel ana. We are paying on our own, so our honorarium should be full na di toto.
Yes.
So-
I think on the 5th day, we have the honorarium of a whole day, but I think it's 2,500, and the hotels there will cost us almost 5,000. So, 2,000. Okay, for the dili kaayo high-end nga hotels na ay
Our
cheaper.
honorarium covers hotel and meals, although it's a low rate, pero we'll
Yes.
make do with that.
Ah.
So, anyway, it will be adjusted during the liquidation na i-adjust sa...
Yes.
So, that will be final. So, everybody is going to Manila,
Except Attorney Lau.
except the usual
Ah.
colleague nga they could dili sa travel. So, okay. Okay na ba, Chair? So, if there are no more inquiries on that from Honorable Siso, we will proceed to the next item in our order of business. Honorable Chair, may now have the pleasure and privilege to hear any scheme matters from Honorable John P. Delangsod. Honorable Chair.
Honorable John Phil, you are hereby acknowledged by the chair.
Thank you, Majority Floor Leader and Madam Chair. For SK Matters, this representation attended the 8th regular monthly meeting of the SK Federation of Misamis Occidental, chair by our Provincial Board Member, Honorable Clara May Villanueva at the Clarin, Misamis Occidental. Our agenda is to tackle about the upcoming Youth Congress. So, the 14 municipalities and 3 cities in the province are clustered into 5 clustered, Honorable Chair. And the Ozami City scheduled this coming November 16 for the Youth Congress. And also sa mga nahisgutan during sa meeting sa Federation sa Misamis Occidental is all SK officials in the province are encouraging to allocate 5% of the 10% from general fund sa ilahang barangay. Ang 5% ana i-allocate para mag-create og kining gitawag scholar ni SK, which is mo counterpart sa programa sa tuang gobernador ug sa tuang mayor also and congressman sa katong One Family, One Professional program. So gipasabot nga sa 5% nga i-allocate sa budget sa SK, i-divide lang sa SK chairpersons kung pilay makaya sa budget. Just for example, sa usa ka barangay dunay 300,000 nga 10% sa ilahang barangay. So ang 5% ana i-allocate para doon na sila gitawag nga programa nga scholar ni SK. So bahalag 500 sa usa ka bulan ang mahatag sa beneficiaries nga ilahang matagaan 500,000 pesos 500 pesos. So at least ang nana nga gagmay nga butang dunay makahatag, especially kay kanang limited naman po ang slot sa tuang OFO program sa tuang gobernador. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Honorable John Phil, for this type of program. Kay dako ni siya og katabang sa ato ang mga kabatanunan, most especially na dungag ni siya sa programa sa ato ang gobernador katong sa OFOP, One Family, One Professional. So in that, we would like to commend SK Federated President Clara Villanueva and to all the SK for allocating 5% of your from 5% of your 10% of from the general fund. So thank you for your effort sa inyuhang ideas, sa inyuhang panag-iusa. So diha gyud nato makita na gwapo ang resulta. So thank you for that, Honorable Duhay Lungsod. Yes, our Majority Floor Leader.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. At this point of time, may we now have a pleasure and privilege to hear on EBC matters from the co-chairman of the Committee on Barangay Affairs, Honorable Archie Romero. Honorable Chair.
Honorable Archie, you are hereby acknowledged by the Chair.
Committee on Barangay Affairs, may we hear from Archie Honorable Romero, Honorable Chair.
None for now, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. At this juncture, we now have pleasure and privilege to hear on matters concerning the indigenous people from Honorable Dinky Siso, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Dinky, you are hereby acknowledged by the Chair for your IPMR, IP matters.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. For IP matters, Madam Chair, this representation received a furnished copy letter addressed to the city mayor from the chieftain of the Subanen, Honorable Relinda Bation, informing him or asking for approval for the upcoming selection and confirmation process for the new IPMR Indigenous Peoples Mandatory Representative. She asked that before the October 31 selection process schedule, she asked for an October 24 consensus meeting, a short meeting with the IP political structure leaders in 5 ancestral barangays so that they could come up with a resolution on who will be their official representative for the next IPMR mandatory councilor for the city. As well as another letter coming from the IPMR of Gala that they will be having a assembly or EPRA month celebration this coming October 30 at 9 o'clock in the morning at Barangay Gala, Uzami City. This IP assembly is an annual activity of the members of the Subanen tribe in Gala, which they wanted to have the annual successful and meaningful celebration of the Indigenous Peoples Month, which is October. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Suiso, for your information.
And before that, Madam Chair, I would like to thank our fellow colleagues for wearing or co-celebrating with the, in line with the celebration of the IP month, for wearing your Subanen Polo inspired. This is our way of respecting the IP month celebration, which is the month of October. Thank you for complying and celebrating with the IPs. I think we could also wear this until October 29, our last regular session for the month of October. Thank you very much.
Honorable Chair,
Yes.
relative to the letter being read by Honorable Siso on the October 24 regarding the selection process for IPMR, may we inquire if that meeting has the guidance and the guidance and advice from the NCIP, and is the NCIP present during that meeting, Honorable Chair?
Yes, Madam Chair. With respect to the inquiry of the Honorable Majority Floor Leader, we are still waiting for the approval of the mayor's office regarding their
Consensus meeting.
request meeting before the October 31. Although we already approved the selection process to continue, still subject for the guidelines from the NCIP. So with respect to the NCIP province, this is their schedule. That is why before they could finalize the schedule, they need to get an approval from the city mayors to conduct the said
Consensus
schedule,
meeting.
consensus meeting. Yes, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Cesar. Thank you, Honorable Chair. If there's no more other concern, Honorable Chair, I received, on my table, I received an advisory from the DILG, Region 10. This message has some sense of urgency because this refers to new schedule of the Ease of Doing Business Forum 2024. And there's a forum on October 17, this week, Thursday, at 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a hybrid setup. It will be on a Zoom platform, Honorable Chair, which encourages all mayors, vice mayors, Sangguniang representative, base permit and licensing officers, bidding officials, and local treasurers to register to the link as provided in this advisory. As we know in the past, Honorable Chair, two of our honorable colleagues always attend the seminar on EODB, Ease of Doing Business, in Cagayan de City. So this time, we also are expecting and encouraging our colleagues, Honorable Cecil Yoko and Honorable Catherine Lim, to make do with this, again with this advisory, to attend this forum of the Ease on Doing Business is coming Thursday at 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, being our usual representatives on this of Doing Business Forum held before in different venues, Honorable Chair. So, I hope they will be able to attend, and also those other colleagues of the body who may wish to attend, perhaps they could register because there is no fees being cited in this advisory, Honorable Chair. But it encourages all mayors, vice mayors, SPs, PPLO, and building officials and treasurers to register for the forum of EODB. So, with that, Honorable Chair, may we give the floor to Honorable Waminal for other matters, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Waminal, you are hereby acknowledged by the chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to report before this body what I have learned, what transpired during our strategic planning workshop just this soon at Royal Garden this morning. Madam Chair, I would like to introduce first the Republic Act 11930, also known as Anti-Online Sexual Abuse Exploitation of Children, OSAIC, and CSAIM, Anti-Online Children Sexual Abuse or Exploitation Materials. So this Republic Act 11930, Madam Chair, this came into effect on August 23, 2022. And I would like to emphasize first, Madam Chair, what is OSAIC and CSAIM. OSAIC meaning it is used to information and communication technology as a means to abuse, to exploit children sexually. That is OSAIC, Madam Chair. Then CSAIM, sexual activities, sexual abuse. So again, OSAIC, this can be done only information and communication, while CSAIM, this can be done through sexual activities. So any violation of this act, Madam Chair, has a minimum penalty of imprisonment 40 years or reclusion perpetua, but only on those found guilty, and a fine not less than 2 million pesos. But when the violation is committed by 3 or more persons conspiring with one another, so the penalty is life imprisonment and a fine from 5 million to 20 million pesos. So, Madam Chair, who can file a criminal case? The parents, the guardians, the stability, and the barangay officials. So, the case can be filed only within 12 years from the violation, from the day of violation. So, what if, Madam Chair, if the child wants to dismiss the criminal case? Because there were some cases nga mariglor magod ang ato ang mga bata, ang ginikanan tungod sa madawat ra pod og naikabayan. But this case shall not be dismissed. The perpetrators still be punished. So again, Madam Chair, though ma-negotiate nila ang bata, ang pamilya, again, this case shall not be dismissed and still the perpetrators be punished. So what will happen to the victims of OSAIC? So, Madam Chair, to ensure the protection of the children, immediately be placed under the protective custody of the local service welfare. That's all, Madam Chair. Thank you very much.
Yes, Honorable Chair, the Honorable Sunny Nominal is speaking about OSAIC Public Act 1190, 11930, because that's the focus of the Justice Zone. In Asamis, Special Justice Zone, in fact, we have a seminar today and tomorrow, and we will present in the morning, and we issue only in the afternoon because of the organization. We'll continue tomorrow at the Royal Garden Hotel, Honorable Chair, on our programs, our plans for the Justice Zone of Samis, because we are all members, Honorable Nominal, usually, and BM Neri, who is still there at the Garden Hotel now, with the workshop now being undergoing now at the Royal Garden Hotel. The focus of the Special Justice Zone of Samis is OSAIC, the anti-online sexual abuse and exploitation of children, and OSAIM, the online sexual abuse and exploitation of sexual materials, Honorable Chair. So that's the focus of the Special Justice Zone of Samis, and we are trying to come up with programs and activities to enhance that pursuit of that endeavor to curtail or to prevent the commission of the crime of OSAIC and OSAIM in accordance with the Public Act 1190, Honorable Chair. In fact, the barangays should form a part in the activities. Only that Honorable Moralion was not around this morning, and Honorable Canlas was present there, but he has other some schedule after few hours, Honorable Chair. So that's the activity today and tomorrow about the special justice zone, whereby Honorable Minor mentioned about OSAIC and OSAIM in accordance with the Republic Act 1190, Honorable Chair. So we'll proceed. I now yield to my colleagues. Any other important and relevant announcement, Honorable Chair? May we give the floor to Honorable Ciso, Honorable Chair.
So before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge Honorable Suiso for additional information.
Yes, thank you very much, Madam Chair. We'd just like to make mention regarding the manifestation of the Honorable Uwamino regarding the OSAIC, or the Online Sexual Abuse and Exploitation of Children Act. Because this was mentioned, I think this is very timely and relevant because this was mentioned during our GAD Council meeting, and it's very alarming on the part of the LGU because the cases for this are rising, especially most of the perpetrators is very frustrated because mostly they are parents. These are the mothers of these minors who actually had the audacity to exploit their children. And in fact, our city police, the BAUSI, the PNP personnel, the women's desk is asking us if we could actually atong matutukan yung particular nga problema because few cases are already in the city. In fact, there are already been convicted and some of them are already in jail, but still there are other who are not yet and still doing it until today. And the BAUSI, the women's desk of PNP is asking us if probably we could, the simplest or the least thing that we can do is to adopt the national, to an ordinance, this national law to make us to strengthen, and also we could update them on what are the steps that we can also do, or measures that we could enact so that we could be of help to them. So this is very timely and relevant. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Yes, Honorable Chair. In fact, the City Council is being requested by the decision to enact a decision, an ordinance on OSAIC that's required by also by the DLG. We come up with an ordinance enhancing our mechanisms and procedures to combat online sexual abuse and exploitation of children and women, officer. That's why I'm trying to coordinate with their legal officers so that we could come up with an ordinance in due time. Kaya requires suggestion nga nagay usay ordinance ang atong city, officer. So with that, in fact, we have workshop now to strengthen the communication, collaboration, and cooperation among the justice sector, the prosecution sector, the barangay sector, and also the LG sector to have harmonized their acts para ma-enhance ang atong fight against USAIC and USAIM. In fact, Philippines is on the hot spot globally, whole world, nga daghang kay mga sexual abuse sa children, and we hope to come up later on with the pursuit nga kita mo yung number one po sa move to prevent USAIC sa any part of the world o sa Pilipinas. Ano ba siya? Mo gani nga ang sa Pilipinas, there are only 16 decisions so far. There are about 114 cities, whole Philippines, pero 16 pa ang nakalipay nga ma-decision. And we are privileged to be number 16. Number 14 is Cagayan de Oro City, number 15 is Iligan City, and we are number 16. And we had our launching last September 3 at the Grand Pavilion, Honorable Sir. So we hope with the workshop today and tomorrow, the Justice Zone will come up with programs and activities which would enhance the pursuit of justice on to prevent the exploitation of children and sexual abuse and the proliferation of exploitation materials on Muslim. So thank you, Honorable Siso, for airing your concern on that matter, Muslim. And if there are no more may we hear from Honorable Dan Pinalonson, Honorable Sir?
Thank you, Majority Floor Leader and Madam Chair. In regards to Asenso Misamis Occidental Marathon, may I ask my colleagues here kung what kilometers ang ato ang available and pwede na to nga daganon, because I believe until October 16 ang registration. So at least, because I strongly believe that Attorney Mars Tapayan is very much willing to run about 21 kilometers.
Yes, Honorable Sir, if I may, last marathon, we know very well that our very active colleague and pretty colleague here in City Council, Honorable Catherine, is trying to help and to supervise that marathon along with other private enthusiasts in our city, Honorable Sir. So, the city and all the participants of the marathon coming from all over the country, from other parts of the world, like Kenya and Korea, who host citizens participating in the marathon, do you believe that that's a success, very successful marathon, Honorable Sir, gidaig sa Tibok Kalibutan, gidaig sa Tibok Pilipinas, ang marathon we are proud nga gi-supervise apis atong Honorable Catherine Lim, Honorable Sir. So, this coming November 4, nanapoy marathon November 3 nga sponsored by the province in line with their provincial celebration, Honorable Sir, in November. And we know for a fact that last marathon sa Osamis, nang-appeal ang mga council members, my honorable colleagues, including Honorable Lieutenant Officer, Honorable Lori Pinsipres, Honorable Jun Sakin, Honorable Saulo Salvador, Honorable John Peter Langsod, Honorable Daniel Lau, and yours truly. In fact, Honorable Lau is trying to surpass Honorable Lori Pintes in the running in the marathon. Pero sadly, wala mapsi si Honorable Pintes, which led to the little predicament sa niece ni Honorable Daniel Lau. But this coming November, I was informed that Honorable Lau is already practicing marathon, so he might as well surpass Honorable Pintes. Honorable Sir, I hope so. He can. So, this coming November, again, Honorable Lim is encouraging all members to participate, not necessarily the 42 kilometers, but perhaps we could join the 5 kilometers. In fact, when I joined the marathon, wala kong dagan. I only go because I was to run, only to walk. So, but we were able to finish the 5 kilometers distance. So, this time, those who were able to participate, we guys to moving to Pacific, including Honorable Silvio, members of this council who were able to participate last time. So thank you very much for being here.
So, encouraging everyone to join, especially isa na siya sa program sa akong fathers sa akong Misamis Occidental. So I would like to give the floor to Honorable Lim for further information for this coming Asenso Misamis Occidental Marathon.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As of this moment, we have available slots for all categories, 5 to 42 person who use drugs for their activities if they can join. Because I know that they have also budget for their activities, but only if they have extra budget for the marathon chair. And also, we have participants also from Kenyan women based from Singapore and Malaysia, Madam Chair. So the number of participants in comparison with the participants in half marathon, Senso Zambis half marathon is larger, like 200 participants more in 10 kilometers, and in 21 more than 300 comparing to half marathon. Senso Zambis half marathon. 42 is almost 150, Madam Chair. And also transportation will be provided by the province from Zambis to Orqueta and Orqueta to Zambis for those 42 kilometers who will stay in Ozamins, and participants from Ozamins to Orqueta for 5 to 10 kilometers. Transportation will be provided as well as for the guests.
Information. So is there any other additional information? Okay, Honorable Lim.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like also to encourage our SK Chairman to encourage all SK officials to participate in our provincial activity, because Senso Misamis Occidental Marathon is also the part of Pirangat, the whole month celebration.
Honorable Chair, I received information that the presiding officer is challenging Honorable Lau on the marathon. And may I know from Honorable Lau if he's accepting the challenge of Honorable Chair?
Challenge accepted.
Honorable Lau is standing. If she is accepting the challenge of Honorable Chair around the marathon on the pass, the presiding officer on that marathon. So, that's very good information, Honorable Chair. Honorable Lau is standing. So we heard Honorable is participating, but not only the chancellor will be also Honorable Ko will also join. Perhaps Honorable Ko can encourage all other members to also to run in the marathon, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Ko. It's my pleasure, Madam Chair.
So Honorable Lau is like to hear from Honorable Phelps and Honorable Ko. So Honorable Lim, prepare this marathon for participation. Thank you, sir. Honorable Lim, thank you, sir.
Pardon, Madam Chair. Yes, Madam Chair, really, more to enjoy during the marathon, more than what we get from our half marathon.
Okay. With that very good note, Honorable Chair, and hearing no other comments from my colleagues, perhaps I am inclined to proceed with my most unpleasant task. I move to adjourn the conversation, Honorable Chair.